Welcome to The View. Welcome to The View with your host, Dylan Wilson. Our contestants, Darby Holmes. Boo. Music, Duncan Holmes. Camera, Devin Holmes.
Good morning, everybody. Dylan Wilson here with The View. Today we have a very special contestant name. Her name is Darby Holmes, and she is here to talk about her new car. It is compost powered. It is called the New Leaf. Dylan Wilson quotes, "It will change the future." Darby, do you think this car will be the end of gas?
I really hope so, because gas just isn't that good, because all the smoke and stuff, it ruins the environment. I think this car is going to save the planet.
Yes, you're right. Gas, horrible. It pollutes the earth. It's just horrible. It's hard to ship in. After the oil spill, I hate gas now. And with this new car, it takes compost, and it turns it into an alternative fuel, and it takes it and it runs the car. Darby, does it make the car smelly, or does it smell like a regular car?
The new one doesn't smell like a new car. It smells better, and it works better. This car can go up, holds a lot of speed, and you could go mostly everywhere with it. I just love it.
I was talking to the inventor a couple minutes ago here, and he says this is the kind of car that if you're going to drive your kids to school or the grocery store or work, you don't want to go over distances with this, because it does take compost, and it's not like gas but it is an alternative fuel for our cars these days. Darby, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 18. I live in Omaha, Nebraska, and, well, that's all there is to know.
And with this new car, the cars will be a little bit smaller, because it's hard to power bigger cars with that. It's going to take more. Gas guzzlers, actually, like Hummers and all that, they take a lot of fuel, and we can't have our earth be polluted. After everyone switched to these kind of cars, the earth will be more peaceful to be in, and you don't have to worry about, the ozone layer breaking or any of that. Well, Darby, I have to ask you some more questions here about your new car. I was about to purchase one a couple weeks ago, and also they told me that, where does this compost go? And the guy who's selling them tells me, well, it goes through the car, it takes all the natural stuff out of it, it chomps it up, gets it in small, tiny pieces. Then you go back to the station, you hook it up, you take it back out, and it is going back to the factory to be recycled, and then it will be brought back a little bit later. So we're getting in that green situation here. We're recycling. Everything is getting better. It's being brought back. We could have one bucket of compost, and people could keep using it and using it and using it. But after a while, it's going to need to go, and then you're going to bring it fresh. Compost is a mix of your grass clippings, dead weeds, all that stuff that you do in your lawn work. And it's going to come in this car and work. Darby, you can go ahead and now share some of your experiences in the car and how you like it. Is it the same as regular cars as today?
Well, kind of. Only with gas cars, I have to stop at a gas station and get gas. But with this car, I can keep going and going, and I can come back and I just fill it up with compost.
Now, when you go to get your car refueled, this is how it is. There's going to be, pretend this is our station right here, okay? There's going to be two tubes. There's going to be one that sucks it out, and there's going to be one that puts it in. You're going to go ahead and grab your tube. You're going to stick it on a little slot. It's going to be a square slot. You're going to hook it on there. It's kind of like a suction cup. It's going to suck on there. You do your other stuff, just like today. You pay, and You're getting, instead, you know how today where you put the gas in, you put that, except this is different. You're going to go up, you're going to open your hood and put it in there, and then it's going to put it in. Now, this is the biggest question. Where does it go? Am I right? Where does it go? Did you think that too? Where is this natural resource going to go?
Exactly, yeah, what I thought.
So what you do is you're going to come back and it says, fill, and, it's going to take that out. So then you're going to stick this to it. It's going to be it's kind of a smaller little one because, we can't, we still have to have the engine in there and all that. So you're going to stick it on there. There's going to be a little thing in your car where that is. There's going to be a button that you push, but you see, you have to stick your key in there because other people could steal that natural resource in there. So you're going to put your key in there. It's going to, there's going to be a red light. You're going to push it. It's going to suck it back up. It's going to be, you know how today where they put it, it's going to be like, it's not going to be underground though. It's going to be like next to it. The trucks will come back, they'll pick it up, bring it to the factory, recycle, bring it back some other time later. Now, when you know that you're going to need to come put it back, there's going to be a little light, in your dashboard, you have all your lights, how fast you're going, how cold it is, that stuff. You see, it's going to tell you, there's going to be a light that has a little leaf by it. It's going to say empty, and it's going to start blinking, And if you don't see it, it's going to start beeping at you soon. Then it's going to, it's going to be beep, beep, beep. So then you'll know. But, this is really a good car. I think people will love it into the future. This could not be possible without today's technology, When you're driving this, have you ever noticed any problems or anything?
No, not really. Not at all.
I don't have one yet. But when when you're putting it on there to get your natural resource in there, does it smell?
No, it doesn't.
That's good to know. Well, after we talked about gas guns earlier, like Hummers, diesel trucks, they're going, right now, these cars today, they take so much gas. Even the ones that say flex fuel on them, but solar powered cars, they're all good. But you have to drive them in the daytime because it's solar. But you can drive it, I'm not saying anything bad about the electric car. I'm just saying that this is a good resource. You're putting compost, it's going to be recycled, putting back into, technically, you're putting it back in and just technically re-putting that in there so it will go through it again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and give Darby Holmes a big hand for coming here today.
Let's let her at least talk a little.
Do you have any comments, Darby, about your new car?
Well, when you're thinking, should I buy one? Yes, you should. Because these are the cars of the future and possibly the cars of today. And I was actually driving once in it, and it ran out of fuel, and it started beeping, and I didn't see the light because it isn't too bright. But when it started beeping, I could hear the beeping, so I just called them up, and I got it back in 2 hours.
Actually, I just got handed a note here that said, people are gonna, people break down today, there's lemons all over the world.
I feel people broken.
Yes. But with these cars, you don't know they're going to break down or not because you don't know the technology. Only the scientists know the technology. You could break down just driving down the street, So this is what there's going to be. There's going to be trucks that drive around with the alternative fuel in it. And if you break down, there's going to be a 1-800 number that you call. You're going to give your location. The truck probably will be by there, You'll come, they'll hook up, they'll put you, except there will be a fee because you were supposed, because some people like to run, they think they can do it without it. There will be a $5 fee. Do you have anything else to say, Darby?
Well, you're gonna love it once you buy it.
That's her motto, folks. You're gonna love it when you buy it. Thank you, everybody, for watching The View today. I'm Dylan Wilson. We'll see you next week.